what you'll need is 2 eggs, Panko breadcrumbs, you need to get those from the supermarket, flour, plain, chicken boobies, and easy cut cling film. You crack an egg like that, and you mix the egg up like this, and let's keep going for quite a long time so it's nice and fluffy. How it is now? That's the level of consistency you need. Nice and fluffy, all broken up, all lovely just for the dipping. Okay. So in the first one, you have your flour. Second position, you have your egg. Third position, your Panko crumbs. These are the crumbs. That's it. So there are your 3 stages you go through. Okay, so the next thing you will need is a good old roller, because we're going to bash the chicken down. Also, to do that, the most clean way of doing it is you put a piece of cling film down first. You put a piece of cling film down, it's about that big, because you want to put your chicken breast on it, and then fold it over, so you don't get chicken bits all over everywhere. So you take your chicken out, and yes, you have to touch it, it's only a little bit of chicken, it's not a bad thing. You stick it into the centre of your cling film and then fold your cling film carefully over the top, leaving space around the outside for it to expand when you hit it. And it's chicken, so every time you touch it, rinse your hands off, give them a good clean, because you don't want chicken juices uncooked anywhere. A little bit of soap maybe. Yeah. You don't have to do it, you don't have to get completely anal about it, but it's just good practice that you do it like that. So we want to make the chicken all flat, all about this flatness. Yeah. So if you see the end of the chicken, it has to be quite flat. So what we do is bash the chicken to make it all an equal size, thickness, like that. So the magic of TV. It's the last one. Stick it into our cling film. Make sure it's the right size. Go bash. Now, if it comes over like that, you don't want it to get everywhere, so just pull the cling film over. Just keep it within the cling film. Some breasts are quite soft, as you would expect. Some are quite firm. So actually, by beating them like this, it helps tenderise them. Yeah, so it likes tenderise them as well. So it can happen. You can make them too thin and then they break apart like that. That's no problem. All you do is just keep going. Stick them into your flour like this. Get everything floured up. Those little bits are quite nice actually when you cook them later. You can have a little taste of it while it's cooking, which is quite nice. Maybe a little bit here. Tip it all over. Really messy this whole process is just get your hands in there, get it messy. So once it's all covered in flour like this, you can just leave them to rest for a little while. There's no rush to do anything with them. And then we'll follow through the process of dipping them in the egg, cover them in the breadcrumbs, and then sticking them straight into the frying pan that will be there in a moment. So again, hands are all floury, so you need to wash them. But for all your chicken things, all things that have got chickeny bits on them, do them all at the same time with your dirty chickeny hands. Once it's the chicken's like this with the breaded on, it's less of a problem because you don't have the slime on it, because you've actually soaked it all the way into the flour, but then you're going to cook it straight away anyhow. So good wash of the hands at the end of it, a little bit of hand wash. Make sure you get all that flour and chicken off. Of course you can do the paneering not just with chicken, you can take pork chops and do exactly the same thing. You can get a pork chop from the shop, bash them down nice and thin the same way, do the same process with pork chops. There's lots of different things. Once you've learned how to paneer something, you can paneer everything. Okay, so now we're going to do some frying. So you need your frying pan and you need to put some vegetable oil in. Now you're shallow frying, so you need to put a fair bit in there, because I'm doing 2 pans because I've got 4 chicken breasts to do here. So you put lots of oil in because you are shallow frying. Okay, so the next part of the step is you take your chicken that you did, covered in flour, and what you do, you dip it into the egg like this. So it's coated. See how it gets coated? And then just let it run off a little bit on there because you don't want it to be too much. And then into your breadcrumbs, covering your breadcrumbs. And this makes your breadcrumbs stick to the chicken. Turn it around a little bit, make sure there's plenty of breadcrumbs on it. Once you're happy with the breadcrumbs, then you put it into your pan. You can see, goes straight away. Okay, next one. Again, take your chicken, stick it into your egg mixture, make sure it's well coated. Coating is the important thing here, because if it doesn't get coated, then the breadcrumbs don't stick. And if breadcrumbs don't stick, then you will not be doing it correctly. Okay, let it dribble off into your breadcrumbs, covering your breadcrumbs. Again, this is great because you get it all over your hands as well. Nothing to worry about. You always wash your hands. Using that one, shake it off into the pan. And you do your next one. Into your egg mixture. Make sure it gets coated. You can put it into the egg mixture, but it doesn't even coat it. It's really weird. So you need to turn it over a few times to get that coated. Let it hang for a little bit because we've got another number of breasts to go here. Into your breadcrumbs. Make sure they all get sticky. Now you use a fair bit of breadcrumb here, so like now I'm going to have to refill my breadcrumb. These have to be Panko. Don't use breadcrumbs from anywhere else. If you don't say Panko, you don't use them. Okay, so this then goes into the pan. And there we go. So this is all the chickens getting done. Now we need to clean the hands. I don't think I need to. Okay, so now let's have a look at the chicken who's cooking here. So you can see the edges are getting a little bit tinged. You can just turn one over and have a look. That's how it's supposed to look, like that. So we'll cook it on the other side. And when it gets to that kind of colour, it's done. You just take it out. So take a look at this one. Now it's a similar colour. And now let's have a look at the third one here. It's all got a little bit of a tinge to them. It's all perfect. So if it gets a little bit dry in the pan like that, remember you're shallow frying, you can add just a little bit more oil. Yeah, you can add a little bit more oil and then cook it around the pan to make sure that everything's been cooked properly. So here we go, this piece is finished. See, it's got that lovely crisp on the outside. This one on this side. Almost done. I would say that this one's pretty much done as well. Yeah. So if I turn it over, it should look like that. I'll just leave this one in for a little bit, so a few seconds longer, and they're all going to be done. This one's pretty much done. And it's as easy as that. Because the chicken's so thin, because it's so thin, it doesn't take any time to cook at all. And what we'll do is we'll cut them open before we eat them, and you can have a quick look. So here we are then. We'll just quick check on the chicken. If you use a sharp knife, you can just cut through like this, and then you see the chicken in the middle there is moist but white, no pink in that, which means the chicken's perfectly cooked. See? We'll chop that up like that, and it's ready to serve. So you can serve it however you like. Tanya likes it like this. And there you go. Chicken paneer. And here we are with the final meal. So you got chicken, we've got carrots that are shredded, we've got potato salad, and we've got pickled cucumber with a bit of a herby. That's it. That's dinner tonight.